All right, have and have not fans, we have some big news in regards to Tyler Perry leaving OWN TV for Viacom. I actually did a video about this a couple of days ago, but this is just a follow-up video because it appears that we got a quote from OWN Network itself. And as the picture has on the screen here, OWN has an exclusive overall television production deal with TP that runs through May of 2019, with series airing on their network through 2020. At the end of their relationship, OWN and TP have the option to work together on a non-exclusive basis. So, I mean, given the fact that Tyler Perry was there when OWN got started, it would not surprise me if there are some different productions or shows or movies that will be in development even after, their deal ends in 2019, or the shows in this case will end in 2020. Of course, even though Tyler Perry is leaving, Greenleaf and it looks like Queen Sugar are still very well received shows by fans that are original dramas that are scripted. So with that being said, we all know that Tyler Perry is eventually going to leave OWN near the end of this decade. And the most important thing here about this picture is it says final seasons of The Haves and the Have-Nots and If Loving You Is Wrong will run through 2019 and 2020 before crossing over into the TV afterlife. People, part of me is happy because the show is going to be going on a little bit longer than expected, because I believe my original video, I thought, I speculated that the show may end around maybe beginning of 2019, but apparently we'll get some in 2020. So I am happy about that. So it's hard to be happy because at the same time, the show is ending. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's not ending when I thought it was going to end, but it's going to end soon. And I mean, this shows how much we love the show. And I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for everybody who's listening to this video, everybody who's read my blog, everybody subscribed to the channel, my Facebook page for the Have and Have-Nots, my Twitter, as well as the other Have and Have-Not groups that I'm in on Facebook. Pretty much every social media outlet where I've interacted with any one of you individual people who love the Haves and the Have-Nots. You all know what I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm feeling. That shows you how much we love the show. That's like saying that the Haves and the Have-Nots is going to end in 2025. Imagine getting that news. Tell me you wouldn't be upset. Seriously, you'll be like, oh, well, the show. Some people be like, well, the show's not ending for another 8 years. It doesn't matter because it's like, man, it's hard to tell. Okay. It's like your favorite restaurant where you live at. Like, imagine it. Imagine Chipotle. Let's say that was your favorite restaurant in town. Hey, we're going to be remodeling because Chipotle is leaving to go to another county. So until 2019, enjoy yourself. Okay, part of you is going to be happy that you have that long before you actually lose your restaurant, but it's going to be gone. It's like winning the lottery and saying that, hey, you won $1 million, but if you don't enjoy it now, in 2019 it's going to expire, then it's gone. You know what I mean? So part of me is excited because, again, 2020 means that we have some more seasons coming up. Hopefully we'll have plenty of time for loose ends to be tied up. I even said in my last video, loose ends need to be tied up. So hopefully we'll get we'll get some decent closure. I mean, I'm not crying, but I'm kind of like choked up emotionally because it's like, man, cause I remember watching since episode 1. I started my blog around episode 8, and here we are now. YouTube channel's blown. Again, just a little side note, just you guys have been amazing. And again, I'm talking like the darn show. It feels like the last day of school in high school. It's like, you know what, guys? It's been fun. We've been together for these 4 years, and we're never going to see each other again. That's what it feels like. But the sad part is we still got another, almost another 3 years left, 2.5 maybe. So I want to make sure that I do the best work I can with these videos and pretty much do as much as I can with the show while it's still on the air. And that goes for you all too, because this video is just the beginning. The comment section is the extension of this video. That's where the conversation keeps going. So I want to get your thoughts on how do you feel about the Haves and the Have-Nots ending in 2020? What do you think should happen next? Because honestly, let's be real. And I said it before, I'm happy for Tyler Perry. Like, some people are like, well, did something happen between him and Oprah, him and the network? I honestly don't know. Honestly, hey, I don't I'm not on that side of the I'm not on that side of the television screen. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm just like you all. I'm enjoying the products and shows that come from the company. Whether or not something sour went down, whether or not Tyler Perry got a better deal, you know, hey, I just hope wherever he goes, he creates quality work. I feel like the haves and the have-nots is the flagship. Don't get me wrong now. Meet the Browns, House of Pain, those were fantastic series. But the haves and the have-nots was just on an entirely different level. In my opinion, I feel like this project was the thing that made people look at Tyler Perry in a different light. In terms of him doing something that's not a comedy, that's not him in a dress, but something that made him look more serious to, you know, different production companies, different directors, in terms of this guy can actually do quality work outside of Medea, outside of the whole, you know, a show about, you know, a family going through relationship struggles with the occasional cameos by some of his play and movie characters. And it speaks volumes. And to me, I salute Tyler Perry for this show because, again, I'm very sad that it's going to be ending because it's helped me grow as a person in terms of the lessons it's taught. And again, trust and believe, when it comes down to the end of the show, I'm going to do a lot of evaluations about the show itself, lessons it taught me. One of the biggest things is, well, two things. Number one, and again, this was taught by Anthony Anderson back in Two Could Play That Game. The CIA ain't, what was it? The FBI ain't got shit on a woman for playing. You and never underestimate a woman. This show taught me that. And number two, I might actually have a thing for a crazy woman. I don't know if this show taught me that. Kevin Hart made me laugh at the idea about crazy women, but this show made me think maybe I do kind of like crazy women. I don't know. But, you know, I don't want to ramble on too long, but these are just my thoughts on it. But maybe I'll do another video soon about my thoughts on what's happened next with the show. Because, put it this way, any show that Tyler Perry works on Viacom when it comes to BET, other networks, they're going to be judged by this show. And if I'm not mistaken, because of his success with the OWN network, that led to him working on the TLC show Too Close to Home, which I heard was fantastic. And again, maybe I'll have time to actually look at that during the hiatus of the has and have-nots. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about, you know, the show ending? And also, I'm sorry, if Loving You Is Wrong, you know, is also in that block. In my opinion, Haves and the Have-Nots is my favorite. If Loving You Is Wrong is like a close 2 or 3, but again, that's just my thoughts. So let me know, what do you think about the show ending? How do you think it should end? Even after the deal with OWN is done, should Tyler Perry continue to show on another network? Honestly, we saw what happened with the game when BET picked it up. I wasn't a big fan of that. I mean, trust and believe, I'm glad that fan power kept the show going, but I was really not a fan of the season 4 or season 5. Put it this way, when you start a show, it's just like I said in the Mama Rose video. When you start a show with the same set of characters, keep those characters all the way through. That's just my opinion. I love the continuity, the chemistry of the characters. I just wasn't feeling the game after BET picked it up. Side note, I mean, Tinka Sumter was in there as Jenna, I believe the model that was Malik's girlfriend for a time. So, hey, that show did introduce me to her, so that was pretty good. But in any case, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please subscribe because I do have more videos coming out. I mean, we have a new episode coming out this week, next week, and you know that I post videos throughout the week. So keep subscribed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's just enjoy the show while we still have it.